In our forests around us here in Josephine County, there's a lot of beautiful places that are protected, and we totally support protection of these special areas. There's also areas we're blessed with a tremendous natural resource in this whole part of our state. That's timber, and there's a balance between protection and thoughtful use of the resource.
There's a kind of funny notion that forests are stagnant, that they can be protected and they'll stay just the same. And forests are very dynamic, and no matter what we do, we can't make them stay the same. Old growth reserves have grown and burned and regrown for centuries, and you could try to protect them, but they're going to change. And what's important are all the several stages in a forest: young, medium, and old growth forests. And a lot of people don't realize that those younger stages have always existed, and it's the fire and the wind throw and the bug kill and all those things that make forests die and then regenerate.
The old growth that exists in the forest today, if the goal is to protect it and to preserve it, it's not going to happen without managing the forest around those old growth tracks. The fear that we have is that if you don't manage, if you leave everything just the way it is, that you're going to end up with these standard replacement fires like we saw over in the Biscuit fire, where you'll have entire drainages that catch on fire, and you'll lose significant blocks of old growth timber. It'll happen again. Fire's not going to be stopped. There's going to be more fires down here, but we can lessen the blow by managing the woods around these. If old growth is the goal to preserve, we need to manage around those stands to make sure it doesn't happen, that they don't burn up.
I had a friend who was telling me about their forests where there was federal land that was overstocked and dense, and a huge fire came through and crowned out, and this fire was ripping along and hit this company's second growth managed forest. And the fire dropped to the ground and crept along the floor of the forest through that managed land, and then came out the other side, hit the federal land again, and burst back up into a stand replacement type fire. And we just can't let our federal forests sit the way they are. Well, I guess we can, and we'll continue to have 500,000 acre fires, but the public, I don't think, wants that to happen. If we don't manage, have healthy forests, we're not going to have spotted owls and the things that we're worried about. The Biscuit fire, I don't know how many spotted owls were destroyed and their habitat was destroyed in the Biscuit fire. It was a 500,000 acre fire. And if we were more able to get into the forest and reduce fuels, we could provide products and habitat and recreation and all those things we need.